What up guys, this is impaKt and I've got some more experience in the Silver League this time to actually give you some tips on how to get out of that elo. However, not a lot has changed since Bronze so far, but I'll give you the rundown. Silver players seem to be a little bit better in terms of mechanics than Bronze players. I started noticing more Drake fights as well, but that's about it. People are still stubborn in terms of following calls, they still get picked off over and over, but the mistakes are still there. If you're not too comfortable with your mechanics and you're in Silver, this will be the first time I actually suggest you start looking at what counters the enemy lane and adapting your playstyle. Now, I'm not telling you to play something that you're not comfortable with, but if you see yourself facing champions that you don't know how to deal with, maybe it's time to go for some normals and practice something new. This time around, here's my suggestion. Practice a support champion to deal with kill lanes, poke lanes, and sustain lanes. Kill lanes usually counter sustain lanes counter poke lanes, and poke lanes counter kill lanes, so you really only need to know how to play 3 champions. Let's say you're playing against a Nami or a Sona, sustain lanes. You want to go for really extended trades or kills. To do that, and to be able to still go 1v2 like I suggested in the Bronze video, you can pick something like an Annie. Zyra can also be played as a kill lane, but it's trickier and not as easy to pull off. Ignite can also be a good summoner spell to pick in these cases. To counter poke lanes, you can try practicing something like a Nami or a Sona. As a poke base lane, Karma and Zyra are really damn good. As you can probably tell, most of my suggestions still stand. Don't expect your AD carry to be that great and pick something that you know you can 1v2 with. Zyra, Karma, Annie. If you're not fed when you get out of the laning phase, you're doing something wrong. Go back and watch your replays. Yes, I recommend you have some kind of replay application installed. Even if you got ganked by all 5 members of the enemy team, your warding is probably at fault. Drakes are now more contested, but not by a lot. You can easily get it uncontested after your enemies go back to the base if your jungler follows your calls. If he doesn't, try to get stronger and do it with your AD carry later on, but do not neglect objectives. Here's another tip. In Bronze, I really didn't notice a lot of people getting stomped on, but in Silver, I actually witnessed people going 0-3, 0-4, or even 0-5. What you do in these scenarios is you do not blame. You make something happen. So let's say the mid or top is feeding. You can go back to the base and go to their lanes instead of bottom and help them out. If you're stomping the bottom lane, you shouldn't get the turret either and keep snowballing your advantage so you can carry the game more easily. However, if roaming doesn't work, you should consider pushing the wave, getting the turret ASAP so you have the number advantage in the lanes that are losing you the game. Keep pushing turrets, keep making rotations throughout the map. Most Silver players don't really know how to deal with fast rotations and roams, so if you practice those, you can easily pick someone by surprise. Keep moving, don't stay idle. You always have to be doing something, whether it's warding, helping your AD carry, roaming, getting kills, whatever. You need to be more and more active and relevant in Silver games than in Bronze games. Do that and you'll easily reach gold. If you think you're already following these tips and you're not climbing, consider this. You're doing something wrong. I guarantee you're doing something wrong. If a teammate is feeding, you're not helping him out enough. You're not helping him not feed. If you've got a rager, you're paying him too much attention. If you've got an AFK, you should be still focusing on the game and wondering about what you can do to compensate for him. If you're not stomping the lane, don't blame your AD carry and consider the possibility of your mechanics still needing further improvement. Practice them. Practice skill shot landing, even if you have to play normal games. Don't forget this because it's the most important tip of all. There is always something you can do to win a game. If you don't, you're not doing enough. Once again, watch your replays over and over if you have to. Adapt your builds, adapt your champions, and you'll reach gold in no time. And tell you guys what, if you manage to climb to gold with these tips, make sure you PM me on Facebook with a screenshot. I'll be happy to share it with everyone and give you the proper congrats. If you still haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you click that shiny green button, and as always, you can also check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Best of luck in the fields, and see you guys in the next video. Peace out.